Why is it that a man can marry a woman and make her queen, but a queen can't marry a man and make him king?
I wouldn't say that's not true. I feel like everybody's a queen and everybody's a king from birth.
Well, if everyone was a king or a queen, why would a king or queen be special?
Everybody's special. You're special on your own. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do anything you want to do. You are a queen. You are a king from birth. That is how God made us. God put us in this world to be great.
Come on, everyone can't be special. Everyone cannot be special.
Let me tell you something. Everybody is special. It's in you to dig deep and find it. Some people don't dig deep in their time that they have in life to get there. But I feel like everybody's born to be special. You just have to figure out what's special about you. You get what I'm saying?
No, I feel like some people.
Because I'm special doesn't mean you're not special.
No, I think sometimes people are average.
Why does my light dim yours?
Because if everyone's special, then no one's special.
It's not true.
Yeah, because if you're special, you have to be different than other people. Otherwise, you're just average.
But everybody's special in their way. I'm not saying that everybody's the same. I say everybody's special in their way. Just because, okay, you're special, you like, I don't know what you like. You might like rock, you might like this. I'm special. I like totally different things. That doesn't make me less special.
Yeah, but then there's still a million other people that have the same.
Like their own things too. All of us don't like the same combination of things. It's kind of like a combination lock. We don't have the same combination.
I think it's like narcissistic to think you're like special. Like I feel like that's narcissistic.
No, you should feel like you're special.
Women tend to overvalue themselves while men tend to undervalue themselves.
Because, okay, so as men, when we grow up, we have friends that, you know, tease us and bully us. Like, oh man, your nose is big as hell, you know? Like, they tell us these things that, you know, to women it might sound demeaning, but to us, they're giving us a reality check. So from a young age, we grew up getting reality checks constantly in a joking manner. You know, your friends are going to joke with you and tease you. And I think on the other hand, women, they get more praises as they grow up. So they grow up all this time through, you know, teenage years into adulthood. And then you wonder now when somebody actually tell you like, hey, your nose is kind of big. And you're like, I haven't been told that my whole life. Well, they're being lying.
Do you think that men tend to insult each other and not mean it, while women tend to compliment each other and not mean it?
100%. That pretty much is what I was saying. Like, you summed it up. That's pretty much it. Men insult each other, and it's more of a endearment. Like, man, you ugly as hell, boy. You can't talk to me. Whereas a girl tells like, oh, girl, you look good, and then like, no, she doesn't. Like, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you summed it up pretty good.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I call women whales, and even if it's true, they get mad.
That's their problem. Go to the gym.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I feel like you should feel like you're beautiful. You should feel like you're that girl. You're that guy. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Him, he can do it.
Is he Are you special, yes, sir?
Because a man has to work for his worth. A woman is born with her worth.
Where did you learn that?
Just watching different people talk, different podcasts. I don't know if you familiar with the Fresh and Fit podcast, but
shout out Fresh and Fit.
Shout out Fresh and Fit. They talk about all that on there, and it's just, it opens the mind up because it's what's happening. Like, females can take advantage of their bodies and just off of how they look and just take it off. And a man can't do that. You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, like, I've always identified myself in the sense of like what a feminist is in terms of I believe in equality. I want the same equal rights for everyone. But I kind of stumbled upon your videos. And it really kind of opened my eyes to like this, you know, all the things I've kind of been told about like women need to be pumped up. They need all this extra stuff. And it kind of peeled back that onion a bit. And I was like, I kind of want to dive into this a bit more. It kind of opened my eyes to a new light of that. So that's more what kind of gravitated me to your stream was more. It opened my eyes in a way where I was like, I feel like I've been lied to a little bit.
Oh, you feel like you've been lied to?
Yeah, well, it's just because you go out and you're a man and it's you've got it so easy. You don't have to deal with this. You don't have to deal with that. And a lot of women don't realize what, especially like single men, like if you're a really attractive guy, you've got every girl hitting on you. It's really great. But, you know, the average guy spends a lot of time by himself, dealing with problems himself. And until he gets to that point of I'm successful, Especially if you're not a guy who's like, what's that quote? It's 6 figures, 6 foot and 6 inches, all that kind of stuff. It's, it's almost belittling as that double standard, and I really don't like it. So I've really identified with a lot of the points you make, and it's really helped me find a voice for things I couldn't really put into words prior.
They technically, for the most part, have the power in the relationship.
So why do you think women want equality in everything except for dating?
I think that goes back to, like, they just don't want people to tell them what to do. Like, they just want control.
Do you think it's more about control and power than equality?
You know what? I think it is, because a lot of the things that are when they're equal, it's like, okay, well, now we can both do this. We can both lift these boxes. And it's like, nah, I don't want to lift these boxes. You go lift these boxes. You know? It's very conditional. It's about what they want at that time.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the questions that I ask on my channel are often met with responses like it goes both ways. If it does go both ways, why do you think that women dominate the mainstream media when it comes to talking about women's issues while men's content is forced to remain online?
I don't feel like it's equal at all, because women are more subjective to their feelings and other women are more subjective to their feelings, you know what I mean? And so it's just like a woman is gonna feel bad for another woman, but a man is supposed to go through hard times and go through the struggle to make his success, you know what I mean?
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that that's one thing that I don't understand, because we really do not pay attention to men's mental health and things that they go through. We always worry about women, but men definitely go through it too. I know it's not easy for a woman, but it's definitely not easy for a man as well. So I feel like it should be equally, you know.
But it's just like that's the thing, like, even though me and you treat it like that, a lot of people don't. Like, a lot of people don't see it as equal, because especially a lot of females feel like a man should prioritize their woman first before anything, and a man is supposed to be the front line of defense. Like, if a man, like, a woman's supposed to, like, a woman looks for a traditional man, right, without being a traditional woman. And a woman is so quick to say something about what a man is supposed to do and what a man is not supposed to do, but what is a woman supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, why do you think that women enjoy all the things that are traditional when it comes to dating and courtship, but then a lot of old-fashioned values women often label to be sexist?
That's a good one. Because some people just want their cake and eat it too, and that's the problem.
Do you think that women are more likely to have their cake and eat it too, or men are?
As human beings, we're programmed like that. So if you give me the opportunity to have cake and eat it, I'm gonna eat it.
Can you name any double standards in relationships that benefit men?
Not much. I mean, I'm probably not gonna be able to think of any right now, but I know there's probably some.
I could tell you one. Yeah, sure. The sleeping around. I'd say that's a double standard. But outside of that, I've done the show for months. That's the only one I could think of.
Yeah, I think that's one, right? But that usually comes from some type of displeasure in the relationship. I think if you're genuinely happy and content, you're not going to step out. I think when you step out is because there's something lacking.
Yeah, I think so too. And a lot of times, like, girls don't sleep with the guys they're dating or their husband. 1 in 4 marriages are sexless. So it's like, do you think that men should be blamed for cheating if she's not sleeping with him?
If you're not giving your husband or partner sex, which is a major part, and I know some people say, oh, sex is not that big of a deal. Bullshit. Kick the rocks. If you're not giving it and you're using it as a weapon, then I don't think you should then be upset or disappointed when that person steps out. It's like, if I have a child and I'm not feeding my child, or I'm not nurturing him and taking care of him, if he goes to the neighbor and the neighbor is cooking him meals, as a parent, yeah, I'm going to be upset, but logically I shouldn't be, because I'm not doing my responsibility.
Do you guys think women in general care about men's problems?
At face value, yes. In reality, no.
Yeah, I would say absolutely no.
So why do you think that our society labels women to be more nurturing if they're really not empathetic to men's issues.
That's interesting. That's a good way of putting that. I'm not well versed on this stuff. Sorry.